Got your camera rigged. Camera's all good to go. Throttle controlled auto. Roger, let's go now. Sounds good. Ready? Getting close. Sure feel like we're going the wrong way.
Yoshimura.
Good afternoon, Yoshimura. Sure, let me get somebody for you. Okay, please hold.
This is a Yoshimura full carbon exhaust for this bike. I've never installed a full exhaust, but I think it's pretty easy, just a bolt-on job. So right now we're gonna open that, and you get to watch, you crazy weirdos. All right. Actually, people do like watching this, that's why I'm videoing it. And boom. You're gonna see this as I see it for the first time. Let's bring this over here where we have more room. Excuse the mess. Okay. I drove down and picked this up today directly from Yosh because I didn't want to wait. Huh, that's weird. It's cool. It's like expanding foam. That's kind of clever. Don't sniff it. Okay, well that's in there. What a mess. Just kidding. I guess that's why they put the plastic on there. It protects it well. That's the important thing. Okay, so let's get that out of there. It's like an archaeological dig. What have we found in Leaky Gorge? We have found a full carbon exhaust worth 300. Fancy that. Who needs Tiktaalik or Triceratops? Not me. This may very well just be the way you gotta do it. It's kind of gross. Oops. I will resist the urge to sniff my hands and smell the gross smell. It's like cotton candy on steroids. I'm really trying to get to the stickers. See? This kid. I sound like Cartman when he's running. Hey guys, hey guys. Okay, I don't want to breathe this stuff, do I? There we go. Okay. This is what happens when you put Yoshimura next to the cotton candy machine. There's one. Okay, there is the coup de grace. Coup de grace. Alright, carbon. R-77. Good stuff. Beauteous. I think that should go on a wall, not a bike. Gosh. It's a piece of art. There's only 2 pipes on the headers. Cute. I'm so used to seeing 4. Okay. This is the stock exhaust. It's pretty heavy. I don't have a scale out here, but if I'm going to estimate 15, 20 pounds, 17 pounds. And this actually has some tubing. Oh my gosh. Way lighter. This is probably 5, 6, 7 pounds. Way lighter. This is my first time doing this, so I'm going really slow. It's probably taking me 3 times as long as it should. I'm kind of taking it easy here. I just put these on too. These are the rear stand spools. The hell? And these are really easy. Basically blue Loctite. There's an insert on the back of this. Then you have this Allen bolt here, very easy. Okay, So installing the Yoshimura full exhaust, a couple notes. One, when you install the headers, make sure they're nice and loose. Make sure they're pretty loose, because otherwise the problem I had was I wasn't able to align this pipe properly, because this header comes down and turns here 90 degrees. You will not be able to put these into each other unless it's perfectly aligned. So it's almost like nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, there it is. So you don't have to force it. You don't need grease. You just need proper alignment, which means leaving the headers loose, also known as the manifold, when you're doing this. Okay, these are real easy. Yoshimura gives you this handy tool, which is awesome. It's also useful for pulling the baffle out. So with the baffle, if you ever needed to pull this out, let's say this wasn't aligned, go like this, pull it out, but make sure there's, you know, then nothing's tightened down, obviously. But this is when you're first fitting it. So if you had to pull this out and you hadn't bolted anything yet, there's a hole, you could just pull it right out. This is worth its weight in gold. Okay, so know that for the manifold install. Everything else is pretty simple. Note the arrangement of spacers. This is correct. So you have the bracket, spacer, new bolt, stock, nut. Okay, the exhaust is installed, and I'll show you this. There are the headers, nicely tightened down, I gotta wipe off the fingerprints. So you're gonna hear it for the first time along with myself. Ready? Okay. First time. Not bad. It's the first time I'm hearing it with you. There it is. It's a Yoshimura carbon full system. A little bit of smell coming off from some of the whatever the protective stuff that's on there. You can smell it. Very subtle though. Saved a lot of weight from stock. The stock is like heavy, 20-25 pounds. This is much, 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 much lighter. And these are the headers from the front. Okay, let's give it some revs, shall we? I don't want to rev too much because someone might be sleeping, little kids in there next door. I'm going to do a different video in a second. Bam! Yoshimura full exhaust just installed. These are the stainless headers, which I have to wipe down. And everything clears nicely. Took me a lot longer than it should have. I just had to figure out how to remove the body panels, and I had to do that for the first time ever. But I like to do everything with surgical precision if I can. And I'm gonna wipe that down too. So that's a full carbon exhaust with baffle. There's no way I'd run it without a baffle. It looks hella awesome. It's very light. This should also be about a 5 horsepower gain. I think it's the range is like from 3 to 6. But when you have 33 horsepower and you add 5 horsepower, that's a big jump. Big jump. So anyway, now that you've seen it, let's get a better look from back here. Now that you've seen it, let's start it up again without too many neighbors around. Okay, this is idle. Idling. Look at that carbon fiber work in Chino Hills, which is amazing. Big props to Yosh. I want to thank you, Yosh, as well. I went down there and picked my stuff up, and they've always been very cool. Okay, here we go. Revs. A little bit of revs. Oh my god, it sounds good. That does not sound like a Ninja 300 anymore stock. It sounds like a Ninja 300 coming to kick your ass. So I don't know if any cars will be able to complain about them not hearing me. But it's not too loud. Let's hear some revs. That's got quite a kick at the top end. Yeah, I think you get the idea. Okay, enjoy. That's the Yoshimura R-77 full carbon system.